Hi, me again, and it didn't take Dan Walker very long to start gassing about the BBC. Now he's safely employed as Channel 5's lead celebrity. Shall we have a look at this together? What do you think? I understand people don't feel comfortable. Dan Walker weighs in on BBC licence fee row. I mean, he wants to be careful he doesn't burn any bridges because he might want to go back to the BBC one day. But did he jump off the gravy train before it derailed? That's my thoughts. Has he thought about it and what's coming in the next few years for the BBC and realised that he needs to leave now? Because if loads of people go to leave, all the jobs are going to be filled and he ain't going to get his lead celebrity anchor job with Channel 5, will he? Because there'll be loads of people vying for it. I think he's been quite clever and he's thought about his long-term future and thinking, hey, I ain't going to be at the BBC the way this is going, is it? I need to jump now. And that's quite clever. Well played. I don't like you, but well played. Earlier this year, Dan Walker made the move from BBC to Channel 5 in a new role hosting several programmes across the platform. Many have questioned his decision to leave BBC Breakfast after 7 years, but Dan has since quashed the idea that the BBC licensing fee debate was a contributing factor. He can say that all he wants. He went to Channel 5 because they offered him a big celebrity role rather than just being breakfast news reporter and having to get up at, 3 in the morning or something. They offered him more money and more exposure to be an actual real celebrity. That's probably the main reason he went. But in the back of his mind, he must have been thinking, look, I can only ever earn this at the BBC. I'm never getting to Lineker's wage. And if the funding goes to poo and the BBC starts struggling, I'm not going to get any more shows or any more money. And everyone's going to try and leave at the same time. But if I get out now before them, I can make it. I reckon that's what he thought. Dan presented his first News at 5 on June the 6th and drew in a staggering 390,000 viewers to watch his debut. So I wouldn't call that staggering. I would not call that a staggering amount of numbers. I would have thought that's low, if anything, for normal news. But for Channel 5, I would imagine that's quite good. But there's so many players in news now, wouldn't there? You've got GB News and Talk TV News and all this other stuff that's coming out. Getting spread out a bit, isn't it? So that probably is staggering numbers. But you wouldn't think so. You'd think it would be more than that, wouldn't you? Dan told the Radio Times, scrutiny comes with the job, and particularly now because of the decisions in Parliament and the wider community about the licence fee. There is a debate about how the BBC is funded in future. I get that. I understand that some people don't feel comfortable with that level of scrutiny, but that wasn't part of my decision to leave. It was just an exciting opportunity. Well, good for him. If he was promised more money and more celebrity to feed his ego, and that's what he wants, good for him. Good for him. And we'd all jump ship for more money and more celebrity, wouldn't we, if we wanted to be on the telly? So I've got no problem with that. I think he might come to regret it because Channel 5 news isn't heavily watched, is it? And that 390 ain't going to stay 390. And how do they know it was 390,000? They can't possibly know that. It's a guess, isn't it, based on a small percentage that they've monitored. So, I don't know, you take that with a pinch of salt, I guess. But, yeah, I think he went before the licence fee thing really hit the fan and he realised that everyone's going to jump ship. I think that was part of it too. No matter what he says, I think that was part of it too. And that's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. Yours may differ. Especially if Dan Walker's watching, it probably will. So what do you think about this then? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to contact me, you'll find out how to do that in the description box below. There's a link for that. If you have any questions for me, you can either send them that way or post them on TV Licence Resistance Forum. Again, the link's below. Post your question on there and you'll get expert answers quite quickly from loads of different people. It's a great way to go. And your question will stay public, so other people might get the help from the question that you asked. You can't go wrong, can you? So as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, hopefully, very hopefully, I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? And speaking of those, there's a couple on the screen here. If you want to watch one of them now, enjoy. Ta-da.